All right, so this one says use the table of values. Using the table of values, what is the solution to this equation? That's not the best worded question. But anyways, we're going to plug in the left-hand side of the equal sign and the right-hand side of the equal sign. So let's do that. Let me slide this over here. I'm going to go to y equals, and I'm going to put in 7 divided by, in parentheses, x plus 2. Then for my second equation, I'm going to put in log of x. This is a common log, so the base is actually 10. We just don't write it down. So common log of x plus 5. I'm going to hit enter, and now I'm going to graph it. And we're going to see where they cross. Now, the only reason I'm graphing is to kind of get a ballpark as to where I should look in the table. Okay, so I see right here that this is where they cross. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like they cross between 5 and 6, right? So now what I'm going to do when I go to my table of values, first I'm going to start at 5. Whoops, hit the wrong thing. I'm going to start at 5. And then I'm going to make the increment. I'm going to count by 0.1. I think 5 is where they cross. Actually, I'm going to start a little bit before 5, just in case, because it's hard to say. So I'm going to put this at 4.5. And I'm going to make my increment 0.1. Now, when I look at the tables, the very first value will be 0.5. Okay. And then it increases by 0.1. And 5 is where they're the same value. So that's what we're looking for. So this is the part that I think confuses students sometimes, is we are we're really asking what values of x, right, give the same y value. So keep in mind what this question is really saying. What is the solution? What the solution is where they share the same x and y value. Now, they do share the same x value for sure, right? Because they both are 1 when x equals 5. So this is the x value, this is the y value for the first equation, this is the y value for the second equation. So then what our answer then should be x equals 5. Because when they both equal 1, what I'm really saying is if I plug in a 5 for this equation, let me just write this out so it kind of makes sense. So if I say 7 over x plus 2, which is really 5 plus 2, that should be equal to log of x plus 5, which is really 5 plus 5. So x equaling 5 is the answer, but I want you to see why. So what I'm doing is I'm plugging in 5 for x. Now, this one becomes 7 over 7, right? Which is just 1. Well, heck, I knew that because that's what it was up here. But over here, this becomes log base 10 of 10. And if you remember that property, when the base is equal to this term right here, it's always going to be 1. So 5 is the value of x that makes the left-hand side equal the right-hand side. What's the answer to the question? X equals 5. But that's why.